most people talk about kind of Benny more than West because I knew them like when I first started. Like this is before I even started doing music. That's why with this climate that we're in right now is like it's very kind of up. I came in the scene where we had a lot of venues a lot like 10 years ago. Culturally, it came along a little later for me.
This the Buffalo experience, I know that you be hearing this. If you never heard of it, you must be delirious. Tapping if you're serious, we working if you're curious. Experience in Buffalo, sit down and enjoy the show. This the Buffalo experience.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Yeah, I know that you be hearing this.
Let's go, Buffalo.
This the Buffalo experience.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Yeah, I know that you be hearing this.
This is the Buffalo Experience Podcast. I'm rolling with Big Dave.
I'm Moteeks. You go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
It's the one and only CeeGee in the place to be. DJ producer, collector, and a historian.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Cool, man.
Man, it's awesome to have you here. We actually been talking about doing this interview for a minute, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Probably-
Yeah,
yeah.
It's a long time coming. Like especially the things I got things cooking up as a remote we know it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We were talking actually before the camera started rolling, and you got a lot of stuff going on right now. I think what we'll kind of get into right now is like just like the music of I guess I kind of want to ask you, like, before we get into anything about the music, how did you get into like making beats and like getting those in the ears of like Westside Gunn and Con and all them? Like,
Man, I mean, getting into music, it was definitely, especially me born in the 90s
yeah.
and
What year were you born?
1990.
1990. Okay,
Yep.
you have four years on me.
Yep,
Hell yeah.
I've been in I was born and also raised in the 90s. That was when like the hype of the rap culture was getting a little huge. And
Oh,
then,
hell yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
then, me, I because the only outlet we had at the time was Miss getting listening to radio, going through your folks collection, and listen to music video
Yeah.
on TV.
Yeah, like MTV and all that. And man,
The good
it was
days,
a
bro.
different time though. That's
Yeah.
the thing, isn't it? Like kind of crazy, like how much even just like the rap game in general has changed since like the 90s to now. Like even like the promotion.
You know what? I seen it in the time I was growing up.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's like, it's so different, but I think that's one of the things that I love about like Griselda in general is it brings me back to like that awesome time in like hip hop, like that gritty 90s like style, like that, like I love it. I love like that's why I love Griselda. So I fuck Griselda so much because
Yeah,
like
for sure.
they all got that like gritty, grimy, like 90s hip hop style. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I always tell people nowadays, these rappers are like, they're drug users. You know what I mean? They're all like leaned out and zanned out and, whatever they're on. But like back in the day, man, rap was like, it was about like drug dealing, not like drug using.
Yeah, it was about
You
the
know what I
hustler,
mean?
the hustlers,
It was a totally different style. You know what I mean? Totally different vibe. Totally different like the character of people is like different. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's awesome that you put out stuff with like Con and West. So like, what do you have a list of like any big songs that maybe we've heard of that you put out with Con or Wes or Benny or like anybody we might know?
Well, Well, the first time people heard of me was you, I did um Broadway Joe's from Westside Gunn's Hillaway Hermes 7.
Yeah, okay.
Then
That was like his biggest album, wasn't it? Or no, that was 7. Okay,
yeah.
never mind.
That was that was the album that the album that his biggest album that he done when like he just joined the Rock Nation at the time.
Yeah.
And then he was still with Shady at that point too.
Right, yeah.
And then it also that was before that What Machine Gun Do came out a couple weeks later.
Oh, okay. I don't, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think I heard that song before, but
Are you talking about an album?
oh, so okay.
I don't know. Are you talking about an album or a single?
It sounded like you were talking about a specific song.
No, well, Broadway Joe's it was like 2019 on the Hillary Hermes 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was So I did so that was the one with the he's on the Times Square, which that was a highlight of the moment. Then
yeah.
also I did the I was part of the movie soundtrack of Conflicted, which is a Mission Accomplished, which Westside Gunn, Amani Caesar, and Benny the Butcher.
Oh no shit.
Which is the only song I ever done with Benny.
No
Nice.
shit.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's the only record I ever
Still
done.
though, that's awesome.
And then
that's really dope.
Oh yeah.
Then Wes was starting like curating other artists that where he's not on a song like Montgomery Marie of Pray for Haiti.
Oh yeah.
And then and then Essie Knack Naxall, which is We Made History. And then in between Wes when we was putting beats on like this little Snapchat videos, those clips those videos those VHS style, and then he put just going on a lot of random shit whatever he does. Had those beats playing, I was on a few, and then he had those Dr. Serious, and about 2 months ago I was on the 12 album, which I did 2 songs.
Oh shit.
Yep. Health Science with Brother Sam Sos and East Miami Essie Nat.
Okay.
And recently, and actually about almost a week ago, he just dropped surprisingly dropped the Hills Have Eyes EP.
Oh, word.
Oh shit.
Which is I did Einstein Kitchen in Egypt, which the song has been buzzing like all week, and then also that caught the ears of Doechii.
Of who?
Doechii.
I don't think I've ever.
She's she's like the current rapper who was part of TDE.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Wes was sample her clip, her co-signing Wes while she was interviewed. This is before the music start come on.
Yeah.
And then after a couple days ago, when after the tape came out, there was her reaction video made
it just made it go crazy, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
She went. It's out there online, so you can check. You can see it. For those who didn't see it.
Hell yeah, we'll have to check it out for sure.
Make sure you send me all these songs too, because I could put them. I want to give you your credits in the description. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what we can do
so everyone
is...
can understand that, like what type of work you're actually doing and have done. You know?
Right.
So we could put that in there and be like work from CeeGee. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
So I want to make sure that people know what's good. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, you've really done a lot of work, man. Like, doing work for Westside Gunn is huge.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, don't get me wrong, all them boys are popping, man. But Westside's like,
he's
the top of the chain, bro. When it comes to Griselda.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but he is like, I hate to say it because like, out of all three of like I don't say all three because there's more than them, but out of Wes, Conway, and Benny's like my all-time favorite. Like, controversial opinion, most people like mess with like Conway or Wes more, but like Benny's my favorite. But West is so much more well known. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, they get a lot of opinions about who was their favorite because like most people talk about kind of Benny more than West because I knew them like when I first started. Like this is before I even started doing music.
yeah,
Well, with them because like because at the time like because I always told people that what the stuff I'd done and people were assuming I'd done more stuff with Con and Benny, but people would kind of put West out of the picture because like because he don't come around like the city too often.
Mhm.
yeah,
And then like because I haven't, and plus to be honest, I haven't got a chance to do more work with Con and Benny because after the Barber Joes started to pop off, and then they were starting like they were starting to branch off like 5 years ago. That was a time that like West was started bringing more peeps in the circle, and then at the same time Benny was starting pushing BSF and Conway starts drum work, and then that was like now you're starting to see less like you haven't seen them on stage or anything all together.
yeah,
And then I still haven't done like a record just all three of them together.
yeah.
I mean, that would be huge, bro.
That would be awesome. Yeah,
That would be amazing.
But West still got the but they still working. They still plan on doing the what Machine Gun do too.
oh no shit.
Yeah, they still planning on doing the album again.
Word.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they're still planning. But only thing I'm kind of concerned is that I don't know I'm gonna be a part of it. I don't know if I'm gonna be a part of it because the last one that it was all Derringer.
it was what? It was what? What'd you say?
Derringer.
The first one was all Derringer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not sure that the second one is they're gonna put all different producers on it.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Right.
well, we'll see because West still got my got batch of joints that that he's saving,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and also I got more stuff for and he ain't done yet because he got like a more that he got more stuff. He still got the Fly Guy Awesome God 3 coming out,
Word.
which is
Word.
later this year.
Okay.
Word.
You got some stuff on that, or you can't talk about it yet?
There was a snippet that he dropped a couple months ago, and it was a hard beat, and then because he had like two snippets that are off of that tape, which the one I didn't do and the one I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was
Word.
supposed to come out last year, but the files that he had didn't turn them on time, and that's when he ended up dropping a different project to save up the the hype of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Word. Nice, bro. So you're still pretty active, like when it comes to, you still have opportunities to do placements with Westside and stuff like that. So that's great.
Right.
That's good, man.
So how? So you knew all them boys like back in the day, like before they started making music and all that, or like?
Well, I came in. So the funny thing is that my partner. I was in this program. I was in this program that I attend like 15 years ago. This is the same year that I start when I made my first beat.
Okay.
Yeah, 2009.
Well, that kind of answers my next question too. Was like how long you've been doing it, but. All right, so
Yeah.
so would you ran into him at that program or like?
Well, my part. Yeah. Well, we were classmates.
Okay.
Yeah, we was classmates, and then also when I find out later that we live in the same hood.
Oh, word.
Yeah, we live in the same neighborhood. Like 2 blocks difference.
Word.
Okay.
Word.
And then
I actually grew up right by Montana over there on the east side. Like I don't know if I know Con and West they weren't really over there. Like they're probably like an east side too. But I know that was more like Benny's neighborhood. but-
I got family in the next block. I got family in the next block over right next to Montana. It was Nevada.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
No shit.
I got a grandmother who, rest in peace. She lives over there.
Word.
Yeah,
Yes,
and,
sir.
and then like yeah, I'm not really that far. I'm not really that far with where they came from, and then
Yeah.
but so my partner who I was classmates with, he was telling me about Benny like early.
Yeah.
This was like 2 Chainz, Benny, when he was still doing tapes.
Oh yeah.
And then
That's
and then Conway, who he was going by different names at the time. He was Cannon, and
he was can. What did you say it was?
Cannon.
Cannon?
Yeah, Homicide Cannon.
I didn't even know that was a
Damn.
thing.
Yep. He wasn't Conway the Machine yet.
No shit.
I mean, yeah, he was back in the days. He was Homicide Cannon, and then transferred to Jimmy Conway, and then just Conway, now Conway the Machine.
No shit. Yeah, it's funny how like all that, it's like crazy how people like progress like that over time, you know what I mean? Cuz like if I'm going to be completely honest, I feel like I've seen you before just like around the city. Like when I met you, I'm like, yo, this dude seems so fucking familiar. Like I know I've seen you around. Cuz like I said, I grew up on the east side. I spent a whole lot of time on the east side. I don't live there no more, but like from like, the time I was born up until I was like 19, I spent, pretty much every day on the east side.
Right.
So I feel like I definitely seen you around. And it's funny how like the city is like that, you know what I mean? You never know like who's around you, you know what I mean? Like I've run into people that I've seen that I knew like when I was like 5 years old, just seeing them around, and then you know what I mean? Now they're doing big shit,
Right.
So, how did you? I guess I'll say like, what made you like get into making beats? Like that's such a very like niche thing in the music industry. Like you were just always were you like one of those kids that were you like me? I'll say back in the day when we used to be in like middle school and like the teacher would be trying to teach you something and you're tapping on the desk like making beats. Were you that kid?
I think something like that. Like I think that was one of those that hey, stop making that noise. Some shit like that.
Hey, yeah, that's the funny thing is like you never like musical talent works its way out no matter how you express it. Like musical people are just musical people from like super young to you know what I mean where I end up. I've known like I actually know a couple people that make beats, and I went to school with them, and like we all used to literally just like sit there and make beats, and like I can't rap, but like some kids in my school would rap over it, and like you know what I mean. The teacher would yell at us, and she was not happy with us, but we didn't realize at the time that it was that musical talent, that musical inclination coming out. You know what I mean? In the way that we could express it.
Right.
So were you rocking with like the old beat pads and shit back in the day, the MPCs? But they're called MPC, right?
Yeah.
The Kai MPC, those. Do you have anything like that now, or did you ever use something like that?
Well, at the time when I started making beats, so 2009 was the year that So at the time, I was just trying to figure things out because what I'm going to do. And then I went out of town because I had a cousin who that he already established with himself as a producer, engineer, and an artist.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he showed me that I pick up the record for me to flip, and then he showed me how to make the beat and all, and then rest is history.
Oh yeah.
And then like when I came home, and then I didn't have nothing. I had no computer, had no software, no nothing. I was just like because I was just like I want because I want to do more instead of just one. And then like a year later, when I started making when I started working at a job at the time, I was one of the first checks I had was I got a software that I bought at Best Buy.
Word.
Yeah,
Like Fruity Loops or something, or like what was it?
It was Magic Music Maker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I originally started making beats at the Magic Music Maker.
Okay.
I didn't have no beat machine. It just making beats in the computer.
Word.
Okay. And then I did 5 years of making beats computer until 2016. That's when I bought the Akai MPC Studio.
Ah, okay.
Yep. I've been rocking with it like for 9 years.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
So that's where you make all your beats. So you've sampled actual records and stuff, and you know how to do that?
I tried to, but I don't have it like no proper equipment that.
Yeah.
Cause that was at the time that I started learning how to convert like things or and then even later I started like getting packs or people been sending me packs.
Like beat packs, yeah.
Yeah, sending me packs. Find some stuff that I can flip or the sound will fly. Shit, the sound dope.
Oh,
yeah, like pre-made samples that are already set, and you can, like you said, you could change it, modify it.
Yeah.
And start your beat from scratch with that.
Yeah, I like finding stuff beats that samples that were familiar or don't familiar, but also I like to find something that it doesn't sound like that. Even they have those one shots joints that you can create your own. It doesn't even sound like a sample. You just make a little chords and make your own roads and then trying to make it sound like an actual hip hop beat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So do you do that on some of your beats? You create chords and stuff like that ever? You find yourself playing like a piano to find chords, and you probably just do that to add it to the beat, right?
Something like that. Like it depends on if I can't finding like some loop or finding something I got let me just try to chord it, even though it takes about a minute. It took me about it'll take me about a minute to make sure that it sound right.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So when it comes to like making your beats, like what's your what would you say is like your musical inspiration? Like who do you look up to? Like what's your like top 5 like all time favorite artists?
Well, I did listen. Well, listen to Tribe Called Quest.
The Tribe Called. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I was listening to them literally earlier.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, listen to Tribe Called Quest because in the 90s that the sound, the vibe.
They were big back then too.
Of course, of course. I mean, that it was very unique.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and also and plus that not only that it was kind of, and not only that that kind of brought they kind of had a tree it brought because also like Pete Rock and DJ Premier they come from the same circle because of
Pete Rock, you said?
Pete Rock and then DJ Premier.
Okay.
They came from the same circle during the 90s.
Yeah.
Which that's also that which is they part of my top 3.
Okay.
And then they come from that circle too. And then also a little bit later Jay Dilla.
Who?
Jay Dilla.
Jay Dilla. Okay, I've never heard of him.
He's a best producer from Detroit. That
didn't he pass away, bro?
Yep, he passed away.
Yeah, I know who Jay Dilla is. Yeah.
Yeah, he passed away. Also, somebody put Q-Tip on to him.
Okay.
He was part of the production team when Tribe 4th album, Beats Around My Life and Love Movement.
Oh, word.
That was at the time that that was the albums that the group was about to be done.
Yeah.
And then but Dilla was kind of that they took the little next level.
Yeah, for sure.
All the way towards when he demise.
Okay.
And then the last is Knife Warner.
Is who?
Knife Warner.
I've never heard of him.
Knife Warner.
I feel I'm over here. I'm learning new artists.
Yeah,
and shit.
there's a lot of stuff that,
I've never heard any of these people.
Obviously, I know who Q-Tip
aside
is.
from the Tribe Called Quest,
Q-Tip,
I've been listening to them since the 90s.
Jay Dilla, I've heard of Jay Dilla because he died in like it was in the 2000s. Like when did he pass away? Do you know?
2006.
Damn.
It was 3 days after his birthday.
No shit. I just remember like
rest in
his
peace.
because he still had beats. Like they were still using his beats after he passed away. Like
Really?
I just that's how I knew about him because I'm only 30, so he passed away. I was 11 years old,
Yeah.
and I've heard of him, just like through the years and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So that's crazy, man.
Right. Because a lot of my favorite producers I name it because they come from groups because Q-Tip is part of the Tribe Called Quest and Pete Rock with the Pete Rock and CL Smooth and DJ Premier from Gangstar, and then like Ninth Wonder who he was part of the Little Brother before for a couple of years, and then he didn't went on his own, and Jay Dilla was part of the Slum Village, and he left go solo while the group was still going until he passed.
Oh, okay.
Word.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of history in hip hop. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff that I don't know, and
Yeah, same here. Like I've been listening to rap since like the 90s, and there's still like so many people I've never heard of.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I mean, and hey, that's why I'm always telling people. I'm always telling people do your research.
Yeah, for real. No, you really do, because like that's the funny thing is like you don't even. That's one of the reasons that I love what we do here is like, we'll bring on some people that have done some stuff that you might have heard of, but then you ask them like who their influences are, and like me personally, like I said, I've never heard of most of these people, but like I guarantee if I go research them, there's probably like so many good songs by all of them, like
Right.
Or songs that they produce that you don't even realize, like.
And it's funny because it's like once you go and you do all that research and then you go back and you listen to your classics, the stuff that you like, you hear that influence in it. You know what I mean? You're like, damn, okay, I get where they got that from, or like where they got this style from, or like, okay, they got a little bit of this style with a little bit of that mixed into it. It's like it's cool, from like somebody kind of looking out, on outside kind of looking in, you know what I mean? Because like a lot of people assume, when you make music that you're just like making everything up, but like all your favorite artists have an influence, you know what I mean?
Right.
At one point they were all kids listening to the radio or like watching MTV back in the day, like, you know what I mean? Downloading their albums and like going on LimeWire, and you know what I mean?
I was one of them.
Hell yeah. So I just think it's cool, and it's an interesting perspective that you don't really get, unless you sit down and you talk with somebody like you and you learn this stuff, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
I mean, I used to have those because like I've been on. So that's what about me is that I'm a historian. Like
yeah.
Because I've been. Because because I spend a lot of time on the computer, and then I spend a lot of time on like just watching like because everybody's trying to going forward on like stuff that's hot now. But
Right.
I like to go back things back to that people that I missed out because after during the 90s or even 2000 you didn't have access or there was no internet for you to go over because like
so like all the things that you really like knew was like what was like coming out of like the major platforms, like if it wasn't on MTV and it wasn't on like you know what I mean, it wasn't on MTV or it wasn't on a radio, like people didn't really know about it.
And also that and back in at the time, you should go over your folks' collect your CDs or vinyl collection or cassette collection.
Yeah.
You just have to like know what's the song you heard on the radio or video, or the album cuts. You want to kind of like you kind of addicted to it. You want to listen to it again.
Yeah.
And at the time, like we because I came from the era like you dub it on the cassette.
Yeah.
and then later
Oh, yeah.
and then transmit it to like burning on CDs.
Oh yeah.
And now you can shove it on shove it shit on your playlist.
Listen, man, I you
real.
know I might not be as old as some people, but I still remember. I still remember getting CDs from people's trunks and shit, and like that's how you would find like the newest hottest shit out, and like you know what I mean. You go around and like you might see an artist just like passing out their stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was just. It's so funny how all that's changed. You know what I mean? It's so different now.
Yeah, nobody even. I mean, you got to think a lot of people, even in their 20s, don't even have a CD player at their house.
Yeah.
Especially
really.
like if they move into their own apartment, they don't got no CD player.
No.
The only reason they have a CD player is because their parents probably have one somewhere. Or like they have an older Xbox that you can play CD, but they ain't buying CDs.
Yep.
We're like the last of the generation. You're a little older than us. We're both 30.
Yeah, he's got like 4 years on me. Yeah.
You know,
4 years.
Well, we're both 30.
Yeah.
So like we probably got CDs laying around.
I
shit
do.
like
Yeah.
that. I got CDs laying around, but anyone younger than us though.
Actually, you want to hear something funny? I still got this motherfucker's first CD.
From
I still got when you
2016 I think it was.
Yeah.
I
still got your first CD sitting around somewhere.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
The properly imbalanced.
Which is like, it's so funny, like especially like from a historian's like perspective, you know what I mean? Like it's changed so much.
You know what? I want to add to that because like like I still collect the
CDs.
I got like shitload of CDs at the crib. Like I can't even tell how many that I have, and some of it is out of print, and some of it is like you still got it. Even some of the Griselda joints that CDs that you can't even repress again.
Yeah.
And then like the reason why I like buying CDs because you want to see your the artwork, and then you want to see the layouts, and you want to see the credit, and also you want to and also that you want to make sure that you have music as a backup because the streaming is because not everything is on streaming these days.
Not to mention that, but like
that's a fact.
Sometimes like people upload stuff and then they'll just delete their catalog. Like we were talking with one of our guests recently, Project Rizzo. Shout out Project Rizzo. He had like he got his catalog and whatnot, and then he gets to a certain point where he's like, man, I don't fuck with that song no more, and he'll just delete it out of his catalog. Where like if you got the CD, like it ain't going nowhere. You got those songs locked in.
Yep.
And it's also like kind of going back to like how much everything's changed is like you look at the CDs, like when you would get CDs back in the day, you would get like this big like trifold of like the artwork, and you know what I mean, they would put so much time and effort into just like the cover art and the back art and all that. And nowadays it's like you probably couldn't even tell me, you know what I mean, what like your favorite artist's last cover art was. You know what I mean? But you could probably tell me what like their video was about, or like their, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like shifted from like cover art to like now we're literally spending like probably crazy money for some of these bigger artists to put out like really cool videos that go along with every single song. You know what I mean? So it's like
it's not physical art, it's digital art now.
Yeah.
There is physical art that you can get.
And literally every song has a piece of visual art to go with it. You know what I mean? So it's almost like if you're listening to a song nowadays, it's like an entire experience. You know what I mean? Whereas like back in the day, you just pop the track on, you know what I mean? And you're just listening. You know what I mean? It's like a whole nother like way to push their art and their influence onto their, their followers and listeners,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, I'm like, yeah, because I want to add something about that. So
yeah, sure.
the thing about the the streaming is that like like I love like put stuff on the streaming because like I have people in my circle that that they can find my stuff that they can they can hear because like like I put my own projects out because like and out because in case they want to get access to the music and is that like the thing is that I love Bandcamp. I love put stuff on Bandcamp because not only that they'll be download the stuff that is not available on Bandcamp, you receive money to it.
Oh, okay. So I don't even know what Bandcamp is, to be honest with
It's like they have like an independent artist that you could buy music that's not available or on all platforms or is.
you. So it's like a platform for you to like basically like promote like your beats and like all that other stuff, right?
Yeah, and then merch and that,
Word.
and then like it also you will receive my money too, because like that's how like and also that's how I discovered like a lot of the artists, even some of the Buffalo artists too that put this stuff on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Because I came in the scene like when the Bandcamp and the SoundCloud era.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I came in I came in the scene with like that was like I mean like like 10 years ago. Around
Yeah,
that.
that was it was real big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
For
that's how.
sure.
Yeah, I came in the Buffalo scene when like a SoundCloud era was starting to rise,
Oh yeah.
and then like so like the pros and the cons about the streaming is that like anytime that you put something and then in like a year or two, then the shit is just all gone, and then. And then like and that's why that like and also it depends where you want to upload it or who is your distro to that because they always I know you get a lot of the stories about like how they gonna listening and how that it's like I really don't really concern about that. I just want to make sure that they'll pay attention to that and I'm just kind of move forward on the next one.
Yeah.
And then and plus, like I put like playlists of the stuff I do, or even my own projects and that, and then like that, and then like what I do with physicals is that and then I have been keep up putting a physical out, but next time I'm about to put those codes, those QR codes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like like I'm gonna put the QR codes on the back of the cover. It's like not only you could buy the CDs, but you could download the QR code in case where you want to listen to it and listen and where you can find me.
Mm-hmm.
That's where that's my next thing I'm gonna do.
That actually kind of leads into my next question was where can everyone find you and if you want to just maybe spend a minute, plug all your stuff you got going on, all the projects, wherever everyone can find you, all that.
Well, I got Facebook.
Okay, what's your name on Facebook?
Well, my real name is Columbus Isaac, Isaiah Green, and then and I do have a CeeGee Incorporated name, and then Instagram is CeeGee CeeGee 1990, CeeGee 1990.
Okay.
And then and of course, well, Twitter or X is like it's CeeGee 520, and then and then I'm on Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple.
All the same name on all that?
Yep, CeeGee Incorporated.
Word,
and then and Bandcamp if you want to and Bandcamp if you want to buy some merch or even music because that's where I have my beat tapes and all and some of the albums that if you want to for the fans that not really in the all platform, you can just go into to the original. But also, I got an album coming out with my own album. I'm dropping 520, which is a double album. Well, half of the double album called rewind, press play, fast forward.
Word.
Rewind.
So you
Press play,
okay?
fast
So you
forward.
got your own album
Okay.
coming. So are you? So obviously, like we got into you make the beats. So are you like rapping on it or like?
No,
are you,
I
Is it
curate.
like a musical kind of thing or like
Well,
what?
so this is like so this is actually my 5th album I put together. Like
Okay.
I've already did like my own albums. Like I did The Research, I did Classical Gifted, I did CeeGee, I did Downtown Raphael, I did a joint produced project with the Green Orbals with Deuce Ellis.
Okay.
Which is dope. And now I got this project called Rewind, Press Play, Fast Forward, which actually it's a side A of the album.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
All right.
So the thing is that I have beats, and then I also have artists that were either rapping or singing all in one joint.
Word.
It's kind of like all the on some producer compilation project.
So this album's gonna have a bunch of artists on it.
Yep.
Oh, that's sick, bro.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's some
Hell
fire
yeah.
shit, bro. I can't wait to check it out, man. You said 5/20, so it's
Yep.
coming out May 20th this year.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's less than a month away. Yo.
And also that's the day of my birthday too.
Oh, that's your birthday.
Word.
Word.
Hell yeah.
So you turning 35 this year.
Yep.
Nice.
Hell
dog.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Y'all check out that. You said, what is it? Rewind.
Rewind, press play, fast forward.
All right. 5/20, man.
Oh
We're
yeah.
looking forward to it. So producer album. So you're gonna have a bunch of artists on it. So there's no like instrumentals on this project.
I had I try to get, tweak it a little bit like an instrumental in case like I want to space like I put my shine on and like just put a little instrumental time and then I put the next track up to like put space in between tracks.
Like an interlude kind of?
Yeah.
Kinda like an interlude track, but it's for you, for like a production that you created for an interlude.
Yeah.
Nice.
Word.
And you got some music with Genesis, right?
Yeah.
So you want to talk a little bit about what you got out with Genesis too, because Genesis is a pretty well known artist from Buffalo. I think
Oh,
you've
yeah.
seen Genesis perform.
You know what I love about Genesis? I love his style. He's got a style that's like so different than everybody else. This dude comes out with like, he reminds me of like an old Vietnamese man in a rice paddy. You know what I mean? With the little like, I don't know what you call those hats. You know what I'm talking about?
I
Like
don't
that
know what
circle
those
hat.
hats are called
He
either.
always has like that
Yeah.
like Asian style.
What would you say?
like-
What would you say his style is? Like the way he dresses and everything like that? Because that's
He's
something
got a
I never
very
really.
unique style.
I never really had. I never
don't
had
think
a
I've
chance
ever
to
seen
talk to him.
anybody like him.
Yeah.
The thing with work with Genesis is that like I met him like around the time I started like getting into the scene. That I met him when he was still, he was still. I met him when he was still in good shape at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Good, still in good shape? You see,
Well,
what?
no, What do you mean by that? Yeah.
Well, I know you heard about what's going. I know you saw what was going on with him. Him dealing with lupus and all. But then,
Oh, I had no clue. No,
yeah.
no.
Yeah,
Sorry to hear that.
He'd be in and out of the hospital and stuff a lot.
Jeez.
So I met
I think
him.
it's pretty
Shout
sick.
out Genesis, man. Sorry to hear that. But
Yeah, but I met him like when he was. I met him when he was in good shape though.
okay.
And then this was like 2017. Yeah, like 2017. Like
Okay.
I was working on my first album, The Research at the time, and then
Yeah.
then also I met that was at the time I met my other partner, Kevin Delgado, who his rap name is Frigid Giant. That's how we formed the Green Giant.
Word.
Because I did I did 2 albums with him, and then same time I was working with Genesis, and then that was kind of leads up start. I did Proper the video games, which that came out almost 5 years ago, and then probably the '90s was like the very the best work I ever done.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
great album.
And then that took me we worked on that album like almost like 2 years and a half.
Damn.
Yeah, we worked on it like during it was still pandemic after like 20 cause some of the beats that made like 2020. Then he was still kind of a process of healing at the time, and also it was still May when the shooting happened.
What shooting you talking about?
The Jefferson.
That Tops you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Because he used to live around there. He used to live over there.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of affected on him because he used to live over there.
Yeah.
And also the snow, that big snowstorm.
Yeah, what was that, 2 years ago, or was that almost 3 years ago now?
Well, nearly.
You know what, man? We get so many storms around. I don't even know which one you're talking about no more.
The storm when I lost the power for 3 days, 4 days.
You're talking about like during Christmas or whatever?
Yep.
Yeah, it came back.
Yeah,
My
that
power
was
came back
crazy.
on Christmas Day at like 8 o'clock at night.
Funny story. I actually live super close to Adam over here, and he lost power. I ended up freaking coming over and
This dude
man,
had,
that was interesting. That
this
was
dude
interesting
had
winter.
power. He walked over to my house just so we could chill out in the dark.
Well, yeah, it's my boy. You know
That's
what
a
I
real
mean?
that's a
If,
real
you
dude
know,
right there.
If he's
For
over
real.
here struggling, I'm at
Yeah.
least come see, if I can help him out a little bit,
Yeah, that storm was wild.
So so that it's been a hell of a
so your boy lives over there and all that, and that's like one of your partners in like making music and whatnot, or
I put so around the time I was started making noise, and then I was starting to, and then I started putting together my own collective called Bar Association, which is Beats. BNR stand for bars, beats, arts, and rhythm.
Beats,
Okay.
art, and rhythm.
Beats, arts, and rhythm.
Okay.
Yeah, like Bar Association is like a collective, because it's like like your own crew, and it's like you're trying to make your own your own rap or musical collective.
Mhm.
That because like I was working with Genesis and I was working with Frigid at the same time, and this is around the time I almost started blew up with Westside Gunn, and I started with I want to start putting together my own team. That way they'll keep me a little bit like who I'm they want to know who I'm working with and who I'm representing, and then when I came in the game, it was like so many like crews.
yeah.
Yeah, it was so many clicks of the crew. I came in with nobody.
You know what though? That's a good idea, just to like have something like that going, because it's almost like it's similar to like what you had going for a minute there was like the ciphers and everything. You know what I mean? So it's like a good opportunity for everybody to kind of come together and express themselves musically, kind of show everybody what they got going on, and it's like a good platform to kind of expose like all the different talent we got in the city. You know what I mean? Because like even like that Christmas cipher, like there was the other day I was showing, shout out King Taco, I was showing some of my boys, because I was showing some of my boys some of King Taco's music, because I showed them King Taco and now they're like big fans. And we were checking out like the Christmas cipher. And it's awesome, you know what I mean? Because he has a great verse on that song, but it was also like a great opportunity to kind of like expand your horizons and check out all the other talent in the city, you know what I mean? Because like there's a lot of other people that snapped on that song, you know what I mean? And that's kind of like the same thing with what you got going on with the Bar Association, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, it's not just
when you have a group, you know what I mean? It's more opportunities for people to kind of like sit there and check out your stuff, you know what I mean? Even if you're only a small portion of it, they're gonna, you know what I mean? They're consuming your content and your art.
right. And also the thing about that is that because I have people who was surrounding me is more unique.
Yeah.
That's what the Bar Association means, is like, unique, and then also like everybody that who I'm associated with, that they got their own, they have their own like shit working on. Like I had like Frigid or Kevin, for example, like he doesn't rap that much, but he does like comic book illustrated. Like he going to different cities and going like conventions and going like and, you know, he vetting like his comics and his drawings every now and then. And then, you know, Genesis, like, you know, he's still doing like shows and you know.
Yeah, he puts
and also
he
still
does shows all the time.
and then, you know, he would do, you know, he's finding different talents and different rock and you know, just keeping doing the scene. And then I got a guy who his name is Mizark. Like, you know, he rhymes too, but also he's a chef too.
Oh, word.
Yeah, he cooks. And I had this female chick that who was now in North Carolina. Like she does like she rhyming, but also she makes a lot of the designing. She makes a lot of like custom
like graphic designs and that sort of thing.
Customized like a holiday basics like Easter, which is just past, and then and like Mother's Day, anything that more holiday basics.
Yeah,
you know, you know,
like a decorator.
Yeah, decorator. Like,
oh, okay, so
she makes her own decorations.
But she does custom decorations.
Yeah, the custom decorations. Okay. And I had this young talented girl who was you know, she's the dopest singer that I have ever worked with. Like her name is Salsa Artist. You know, she you know, not only she does like sings, but also she's
the dog.
Oh, my bad.
Sorry. The dog's making noise, my bad.
But Chloe's trying to be part of this podcast.
What was the name of that what was that girl's name again?
Salsa Artist.
Sauce?
Yeah, Salsa Artist.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a talented girl, young girl that, like, you know, she not only she can sing, but you know, she's, you know, she can model, and you know, she can does like, you know, she's definitely getting into the culture of the thing. So definitely, you know, I had an amazing time working on it with her. And also, are you familiar with Mike Cassell?
What is it?
Are you familiar with Mike Cassell?
Mike Cassell?
Mike XL?
Mike XL?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've heard of him before.
I've never heard.
He been in the scene for like longer than me.
Okay.
Yeah, because, you know, he was part of the cause, you know, this is when he came in and went into the it was this crew called EVC.
EVC.
Essential Vitamins crew.
I don't know if I've heard of them either, bro.
Yeah, they was buzzing for this was kind of around like a Broadway Joe's and those the Sound Lab era.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of the Buffalo venues.
I was gonna say, I've been hearing a lot about Broadway Joe's from back in the day and stuff. I heard that.
Yeah, that was... Broadway Joe's used to be popular.
Yeah.
I've heard you're like the third person I've heard say that talk about Broadway Joe's.
I came in when it was over.
Damn.
Was it? I'm trying to think. Broadway Joe's. I know isn't Broadway Joe's closed down now?
Yeah.
And they used to be right by the bridge, right? You know what I'm talking about on Broadway? Isn't that?
No, Broadway Joe's was like the it was right. It was almost toward Broadway Joe's is like it's like across the street from LaSalle Station.
Oh, okay.
And also not that far from the campus.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, it was a little spot. That's crazy how like that little spot became like so well known, because it was literally like this little like. It was kind of like a club, but it was like a little hole in the wall, really.
Was it small?
It was very small. It was like the size of this house.
Even though there is a club like next door. There was a club in the next door.
There still is. But they've been talking about opening that place up for years.
It was a club. There was a club next door to Broadway Joe's.
Yeah.
Because I was around when it was open.
Yeah. Word.
Damn.
Yeah, it's cool, been a minute. I mean, I know Broadway Joe's, I think, closed like 6-7 years ago at least, something like that.
So the thing about
for a minute.
So thing about bar association is like, you know, I just want to make something, you know, I just want to make sure that the people can, like, you know, give them a shine. because like I do my best like to push them for it, and then they could be going on and see who they work with. It's like like who do you work with? Like CeeGee. I'm like CeeGee from Westside Gunn, because I want to be like a notice. Because I'm a most establishment guy that out not from the city but out the world now, and I just kind of like who I'm it's like it's like I not only want to work with them, but also I want to be part of something that kind of like on some on the collective on some mentoring ship.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're starting up your own collective and have artists that maybe you'll produce for and kind of help guide through, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's pretty much what the collective would be, right?
So I kind of want to get like a little bit off topic for just 1 minute. So obviously, like, we're the Buffalo Experience. So I gotta ask you a couple Buffalo questions.
What's that?
So, we established you're from Buffalo, right? Born and raised, right?
Born and raised.
Oh yeah. So what would you say is like your favorite thing about Buffalo?
I mean, the thing about Buffalo is that it was like a normal city to me.
Yeah.
It was like a normal city to me. I mean, even though what the people always like say some shit about it's that it's like it ain't shit to do about Buffalo. I mean
Everybody says that. But
I mean there is like some shit.
There's definitely some stuff to do around here, for sure.
Around. You can't even find it.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's like I mean, there is opportunities that out. They just wanted it's like they just too damn lazy to to not get into it, or they just not like or they don't want no parts of anything we do culturally.
Yeah.
That's why that that's why with this climate that we in right now is like it's very kind of up.
Yeah. What do you mean by that? Like,
well, when I first came in, and I know we talk about this. I know you want to hear this. So I came in the scene where when we had a lot of venues like 10 years ago.
Yeah, there used to be so much more venues. I already know. Yeah,
I came in the scene with a lot of venues at all, but then ever since when COVID happened, and then it was start, and then after it started rise up, it was whole different scene.
Yeah,
it was whole different scene. And I was and keep in mind I was in my early 30s.
Yeah,
when the things and you started seeing a little different, and then a lot of venues started closing down left and right, and then people started leaving left and right, and it was kind of because they want to find stuff like a lot of different opportunities in somewhere else, and then they could just stick around here, but then mostly they don't, and also and also that they always try to shit it on the artists that you look up to, and then trying to expose them trying to expose them online and it's on some hater shit.
Hold on, I'm gonna close this real quick. It's getting a little loud out there.
Someone started a damn lawnmower. I was like,
yeah.
Damn, I could hear that shit all day. So what is your? So I don't think we really got an answer though when it comes to Buffalo. What is your favorite thing
what's
about
your favorite
Buffalo,
part
though?
about Buffalo? Like, do you like the art that we got, like the murals? Do you love the culture? Do you like the music potential we got? Like, what's your favorite thing about Buffalo?
I love about Buffalo is is the art, and I love about culturally it came along a little later for me.
Yeah.
Even though I grew up with it through my family at the time, but then by the time I got older, it's I kind of found it culturally. It's
so your opinion definitely changed about Buffalo over the years. Like, you weren't really a big fan of Buffalo, and then now you're kind of
I wasn't a fan. I just didn't get. I don't know. I just didn't. I don't know what was a goal for me because. When I was a kid, when I was a kid, like, I didn't have no thoughts about me becoming a producer.
Right.
I want to be a DJ back in the day.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my original thing, was be a DJ. And then I came into Buffalo. I came in doing this because of, like, I was in a fucked up space at the time.
Yeah.
At the time, and then, like, almost. Because, like, a year before I made my first beat, like, I had a near-death experience, and then...
What happened there? Like, what, if you don't mind me asking?
I had three dudes, I had three guys, had a gun pointer on me.
Really? Damn.
And keep in mind, my dad was sick.
Okay.
And then later died.
Damn.
Jeez.
This is like 2008, by the way.
So all that,
Damn.
So you got what, like? I'm sorry, I got like a tickle in my throat. Woo.
Damn, you about as red as the fucking shirt you're wearing.
Bro,
right now.
I was gonna talk and I can't, like.
You okay?
I need like some water or something.
There's water up there, but I don't got a cup. Just drink out of the damn pitcher, bro.
My bad.
So when it comes to Buffalo, to sum up your answer, basically, you're happy with where the culture is headed in Buffalo.
Right.
So that's what you like the most, is the culture now. You're happy that you're seeing more of it and you're seeing it develop, and you feel like it's going in the right direction.
Yeah, it's going in the right direction culturally, but that since now that, like, Griselda is doing its thing, and plus including myself, and then the sports is like it's kind of doing it. We were this close though, but I like what the sports is doing, and then, like,
What's your favorite? You like football, or like you watch the Sabres, or what's your
I was more the basketball guy.
You like the what is it, UB, what are they, not the Bowl, what is Buffalo's team for basketball?
Well,
I don't really watch basketball personally.
We don't have an
so, like,
NBA team, but yeah.
no,
We
but
used
like
to.
UB
I don't even
has
think
a
we
team.
have. Yeah, I don't even think they're D1 either. I think aren't they D3 or something? Right? UB? Do you know? I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, I was more the basketball guy, but then, like, I kind of like cheer, because the Bills kind of like, when I grew up, and it was kind of like a little bit lost interest for me, but then I kind of glad that they kind of step the game up, like in the recent years.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely seem like they're gonna go.
Yeah, they didn't, like, hockey. Like, I really don't. I don't follow hockey that much, because, like, even though I did meet, like, some of the players at the time, because the school I used to go to this was support from them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sabres used to support my school. I attended at the time.
Oh, okay.
No shit.
Word. Oh shit.
But then, like, but yeah. So that's I did told you about I did told you about what was the negative thing, but I know. But I hope it got more to that. But that's a good thing about.
Yeah, you're giving us some more positives.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Unfortunately, it is what you lived here your whole life, so you're fully entitled to your opinion about Buffalo.
Right.
You could feel how it's people that come here and they barely know it, and then they want to say what they want to say, but you have experienced it your entire life, so you could say whatever you want to say, and your opinion matters to us and other people from Buffalo.
Oh, yeah.
And you even said yourself that Buffalo's improving, it's up and coming, even just with the sports teams, with the music, the culture, everything like that.
Well, the only thing I kind of wish we had more is it's just more businesses.
Yeah.
Small businesses,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, more
'Cause
business.
it's all big business now. Like,
It just had more businesses in the city because like
Well, COVID kind of killed a lot of them,
yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah, it's
At
true.
least, like, I think a good, like, a quarter of all the businesses in the city closed down. Like, from the start of COVID to, like, now.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's crazy.
Yeah, it really is.
You
Like,
know, but do you got some artwork and stuff you want to show
Oh,
us? Yeah, I want to see what you got because you got a whole binder of stuff.
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
yeah, so, like I started like put a little merch. It's like I put like a little merch. It's like a little something I put together. It's like something you can hang on your wall.
Okay.
Like you know, something you can hang on your wall and stuff like that. And then like you know, and also signed by yours truly.
Nice.
Or-
Do you want to show the camera?
Oh.
Yeah, here, show the camera.
Oh, man, I can't.
Or see, you want me to hold? I could hold half of it for you or something.
Right. See, this is
Yeah, that's dope.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, this is yeah. Yeah, cause I've been on and off. I've been on with these like almost like 3 years. Because like you know now that like you know
That one's kind of cool. I like that one.
because like you know this is part of the album I did like almost 2 years ago called Downtown Raphael.
Okay.
Cause I asked somebody like Drew.
That's fire. I like that whole concept. That's cool.
Yeah.
You said Downtown Raphael?
Yep.
That's sick, bro. Yo, show the camera that one. Show the camera that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's cool.
That was the last album I put out like almost 2 years ago.
Nice. That's
Nice.
super dope. And that's kind of just like the necklace you got on right there.
Yep.
Yeah, bro. Is that handmade?
Good work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good work.
All right.
And then like this is like a remember how like you used to put the like those names of like the places and things like
Like a word search?
yeah like a word so you make your own white words and then the thing is that I put my own like the thing is that I put my own like name and I put like a list of the songs that I produce.
Okay. Yeah, so it says CeeGee Incorporated, and then down from the top down is kind of like your discography, right?
Well,
Just some of it.
yeah, more like a song, more like a song discography.
Yeah, so product of the '90s that's a whole album, isn't it? So you did that whole album.
Yeah,
right?
I did the whole
so-
thing, and then and also the song too.
Yeah, you
Okay.
want to show the camera that? That's pretty cool. So it's like, yeah, I got you.
Everything is all green, but well, you can see it.
We could also put copies of the photos and whatnot up so that maybe we could see a little bit better.
We
or
could take
whatnot.
pictures of
Yeah.
them too. Yeah,
Yeah,
take some
and
pictures.
then of course, like you know,
Do you so do you have like shirts or anything like that or
I do got a shirts. It's on like the only thing is that you gotta get them online.
okay?
Yeah, you gotta get them.
Where can everybody find those?
It's at the shop spreadshirts.com.
Shot at what?
The shop spreadshirts.com.
Shop.sweatshirts?
Spreadshirts.
Express shirts.
No, spreadshirts.
Spread shirts? Okay.
All right, you're gonna have to send me that link, and I'll post
Yeah,
that
for
too,
sure.
because we want to make sure that people understand that you're not just a producer, you're an artist.
Yep.
You know?
Well, and then this is my logo of my crew, my collective logo.
Okay,
Bar Associate.
the Bar Association. Yeah,
Yep.
that's what you were talking about.
Beast Art the Rhythm Association.
Okay. That's dope.
That's almost like a Simpsons version.
It is. Someone drew that for me like 5 years ago,
That's pretty cool.
and this is the album I did almost like 4 years ago called CeeGeology.
Okay.
These are all versions of me,
What?
Nice.
and then this is like 10 years ago. Like That was more like a promo, like a promo of what you saw earlier. And this is part of my photo shoot I had 4 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yep, this is a part of the photo shoot, and then you know something I did, and then at the whole thing, and then you know I didn't. You know, people want to support it. You know, feel free to check them out, and then so they can hang them on the wall.
Hell yeah. What we'll do is we'll set up all the links for everything, and people will see where they can go and get all your content and your designs and all that, and your shirts and all that.
Right.
So
well, everything is on here.
Okay.
Yeah, everything is on here.
Yeah, let me hold that up.
Yeah, everything's on here.
Oh, okay. So this is also promoting your album coming out too.
Yeah.
Okay. So is this your album cover for your new new tape that you're dropping?
That was like a single I put out like a couple months ago.
Okay.
And then, I didn't get a chance to upgrade it, but then upgrade it.
Nice.
But there's a code where they can find everything at.
Okay. Yeah, I know who Pretty Bully is too.
Oh, that's a homegirl.
Yeah, Pretty Bully's fire, man. She's fire. She's fire. I know her because of Case. Case Closed. Case Closed works with her.
Word.
That's fire, bro. Nice.
That's the girl she put out a song with.
Yeah, they dropped that music video. Yep. At the
shout out Case Closed.
Yep. Shout out Pretty Bully. You know.
Hell yeah.
Listen, man. Is there anything else that you want to pump out, man? You know, I feel like we got a lot. We touched a lot of base, bro.
I know that I got a lot to say, but make sure y'all check out the. Make sure y'all continue to work. Make sure y'all continue to listen to Westside Gunn's 12 and He'll Have Eyes is out now, which I'm part of those two albums, and which I got more shit with them, and then I got a full album with Akil Ali. I got a full album with Mizart, and I got another album with Genesis coming out.
Another one.
Yep.
Word.
This time he's singing.
Oh
no
shit.
This time he's singing.
Let's
I don't think
go.
I didn't even know he could sing.
That's all. We definitely got to get him on the podcast too. You know,
yeah,
I'm sure maybe he's got some stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
too.
He's in the R&B group, 4 Below.
Yeah,
Okay.
4 Below has been around for a minute too.
I didn't
That's
know.
how
I
I
just thought he
know-
was just like a single.
That's how I know about I Am. That's how you say his name, right?
Well,
IYAM, right?
Yeah.
That's how you say it? Okay, I
Yeah.
just making sure. I don't want to. That's how I know about him and stuff. And wasn't Mark Lee part of that group too?
No, but he was associated with the.
He was associated. Okay.
Yeah. And so so that coming out too, and then I got more. And then of course I'm working on I'm dropping my own album in like a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then I'm about to start cooking up. I'm already start cooking the beats for the side B, which is coming out later this year.
All right.
And then and I got shows coming up too, like, which I am gonna be part of the Read the Gods the 420 lounge.
Oh, you're gonna be at okay.
Wait, isn't that this weekend or next weekend?
That's
Is
like-
that this weekend?
Yep.
So this episode's actually gonna drop right the day before or the day after that, because isn't that this Saturday?
No, this Friday.
This Friday.
Yeah.
So it'll drop 2 days after.
So
that.
this episode will already be out, but we'll I'll try and maybe post a separate clip. So you got the show coming up Friday.
Right.
What's the date of that?
The 25th.
25th, 2 days from now.
Right.
Actually, this episode, my bad. This episode's not gonna drop till next Sunday. My bad.
Oh yeah, because
Sorry, we've been kind of
we've been stocking up.
Yeah. So what other? You got any other shows coming up after that though?
I'm trying to like book. I'm trying to do more shows, like, because most of the time I DJ.
Okay.
Yeah, most of the time I DJ for
Damn, we gotta pull up to the show Friday.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I gotta work all day though, bro. That sucks. Cause I even got the We Need the God merch on too, bro.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, because I did it most of the time, but I'm trying to get more into the beat shows.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I just recently did the beat battle for the Backpack Mafia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just recently, a couple weeks ago, I just did a beat battle, Backpack Mafia, and they asked me to try and do more, but it depends on what my schedule gonna be. Like, so
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm trying to I'm trying to get more to like beat shows because I've been my beat performer like for like 8-9 years,
Mm-hmm.
and then but I feel like I've been like a sleeper. Like when it comes like a performer, because every time I try to invite them to see me performing, and then one moment they that because of their schedule, or the next moment they I get asked all the time like yo, when you gonna come on your show? It's like and then because I had it
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to get everybody out, and then it's hard to like make time to set up the shows, and then you gotta set aside time to go there and do it, and then I totally understand where you're coming from.
and also
sure.
the thing is that like I'm not on stage I'm not on the stage all the time.
No, you're more of like a background kind of dude. You know?
I'm not on the stage all the time because they barely book beat shows.
Yeah.
They barely book beat shows, and then now I'm trying to get in more into that because I got a lot of music coming up. Well, because not only I have beats, but I have songs too.
Yeah,
that I want to showcase.
For sure.
Even with this one I got coming up on this Friday, it's like I want, even though I got 15 minutes, but I gotta stretch my set list, half of the beats and half of the songs that people kind of wherever I do or wherever I don't do.
Yeah.
Do so. I kind of want to showcase that. Just let them know what I'm about.
Yeah,
Hell
for
yeah.
sure, bro.
Hell yeah.
Damn, that's really cool, bro.
So
Yeah, I really like everything you do, man, and it was a pleasure having you on too.
yeah,
bro.
for sure. It was
real.
definitely a pleasure having you on here.
Right.
I think that's probably about it. Probably wrap it up right about there. Unless you got
perfect, man.
anything else you want to ask, or
anything else?
Well, I mean, like well, no, I'm good for now though. Like,
Right.
I mean, if someone want to add, you might catch me on the next time though.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we definitely go get you back on, bro, because you got a lot of motion and a lot of things that you were doing, and you're staying busy, bro. And when we get bigger and stuff, we ain't just gonna we're gonna hit you up, bro, for
Right.
sure. And I got some other stuff we could talk about too, because I think we could do something together too to maybe showcase some more of your beats and stuff like that. That'd be cool, man.
Right.
Anything, bro. At this point, we're locked in, bro. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Right.
So it's really a pleasure to meet you and talk to you. Just be on the lookout for Bro's album coming out May 20th, man.
Yeah, you definitely
For
got a
real.
lot of
Be
shit
on the
coming.
lookout
So
for the album coming out May 20th. It was really a pleasure having you on here, CeeGee, for real.
Right.
It was nice to meet you.
oh yeah.
And you got a lot of stuff going on, man. We're gonna make sure that we put all his links in the bottom, all right? Because he's done a lot of work for the city
Yeah, we'll
and
link
outside of the city. And we'll make sure that all the links are down below in the description.
we'll link all the stuff he's got going on, and all the album, or I'm sorry, not the albums, all the bigger songs that he actually had a part of, and you might not even know he had a part of.
Yeah.
You wanna do the honors?
Yeah, sure, man. All right, man. My name is Mo Teeks. This is the Buffalo Experience Podcast.
I'm rolling with Big Dave.
This is the one and only CeeGee in the place to be, and we out.
All right, peace.
Peace.
CeeGee in the place to be, and he got souls right with him. Listen, ain't nothing stopping this locomotive. Not even you weird niggas with locomotives. If I say it, then I mean it. Ain't no hocus pocus. I'll get you gone to 28 Commander-in-Chief, souls for POTUS. I move in silence and still cause commotion. Shit wasn't easy, but I stayed devoted. Now I'm your favorite rapper's favorite poet. I'm the rookie of the year, the most improved, the most important. The red ink on my body solidifies my motion. I've shed real tears behind this. Stood 10 toes when these niggas thought I was spineless. Like I ain't see them snakes slithering. I love God more than money, but every move still for dividends. So excuse me if I seem a bit belligerent. Rather be a good influence than a bad one. But I'd rather be a bad influence than a broke one. Moving militant like I'm a shogun.